I guess on my hair, she looked alright, and with that actually sitting there like this creams, and I had to have them, sis. All 5 of them. Here, I just had, we're gonna discontinue it, but I had to pick up their book of shadows, honey. Color grade makes cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. Wow, so serious. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Torrence here, and in today's video, I know it's gonna be a little messy, I know it's gonna be a little drama, but I want to remind any and everyone who's watching this video to please try to remain respectful of other people's feelings and other people's opinions. Also, I have not seen the original video that this was inspired by. In case you all do not know, recently, I believe it has been nicknamed, what is it, Lashgate? I'm not sure. But unfortunately, there has been a beauty influencer who recently has been under fire because many people believe that she has been dishonest in a recent ad for mascara. I have not watched the original video because I don't follow her on TikTok. The thing is, ain't no point of just being, we grown, we gonna talk, screw it. One of the most popular and biggest beauty bloggers or beauty content creators in the makeup game is an influencer named Mikayla. You all should recognize Mikayla because I've done tutorials with both of her palettes that she released with collabs with Glamlight. This was Mikayla Part 1. Absolutely beautiful palette. I'll leave a look of that right here. I did a look that was inspired by David Bowie. Then she did a second palette here, which brought out some of my favorite more deeper jewel tones. I'll leave that palette right here. I'll also leave those videos linked up there as well as in the description bar. So for me, I just saw her as someone who was beautiful, someone who's talented, and someone who makes, you know, really bright, vivid, colorful content that I like. I understand I get more compliments when I wear neutrals, but I just love a bold, vivid green or purple eye look. And so it was just nice to be able to come across her page sometimes and see content like that. So when she dropped the palettes, I just grabbed it to support not only her, but the brand, because you all know when it comes to eyeshadows, my absolute favorites besides greens are just collabs in general. I want the makeup industry to understand that there are people out there who have talent, people who can support the brand, bring better color stories that they may not have had before. And I usually find that collab palettes have a better color story than just general palettes that are put out, which is why I love them so much. But unfortunately, recently, I believe Mikayla did a mascara ad on TikTok with L'Oreal. L'Oreal launched a mascara. I'm not sure if it was just a relaunch, new, something like that. But the fact of the matter is, many of the top influencers all received that mascara and they all did their ads. Unfortunately, when it came to Mikayla's, a lot of people felt as if she was being dishonest and that she may have been wearing some form of lash strip, individuals or something, but it was really becoming common knowledge or common statements from people that a lot of people don't trust that ad. A lot of people truly feel as if there was something going on behind the scenes and that was not just mascara on her lashes. The thing is, Mikayla has denied it, and there is truly no way for anyone to come out and truly definitely say, yes, this was it, this is what it looks like. I can tell you exactly she used this product or she didn't use that. We could all only go off of our knowledge and what we saw. And because I have not saw the original video, I've only seen people repost it and give their opinions. All I can say is, you please do not hold me to this or hold Mikayla to that, but just based off of what I saw from a reposted video, if I had to make an educated guess, I would say that I don't trust it either. I don't believe that that was just the mascara that, you know, helped her create such length. I am someone who tends to wear more coat of mascara at one time, so I understand that going in more than once can help give you a little more length, a little more volume, because you're adding more product to the lashes. The thing is, the drastic amount and the length that she had from hers does make it sketchy and make you wonder, was she really trying to push and sell this mascara to get more views? Which unfortunately would not be something that's uncommon in the beauty industry. Now, although I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to title this video, I do want to say that I had already had this idea in my head for well over a year, but I did not know exactly how to get it out there. And I feel as if this is the perfect time. And I don't want you all to go to anyone else's channel page or anything and accuse them of being dishonest because you see some things that I've recommended here. I'm just letting you know, if for any reason a beauty influencer wanted to be dishonest with their subscribers over a product, truth be told, it's not that hard. I'm someone who considers myself to be very honest about my makeup, about my talents, about my collection, because I feel as if I have nothing to gain from being dishonest. Although I am here on YouTube, although my channel is monetized, I have never received a payment for my channel, and I would like to think that I'm the type of person who would not let money dictate the way I would interact with my subscribers. I've been honest since day one, and I would love to believe that I'm the type of person who would never let money change that for me. But unfortunately, we all see people that we thought were one way, and unfortunately, when they became more popular, more financially stable, or were given opportunities to hang with other people, we've seen them change. And unfortunately, I don't think those people understood at the time that that's what they were doing or that they had that in them. And so I just want to, say first, let's all try to be respectful when we speak to and about other people, because you truly do not know what's going on in the background. But I wanted to tell you a lot of the things, or basically 6 ways I think you can easily lie to your subscribers. And I'm not going to say necessarily get away with it, but make it more difficult for them to know what you've done. So let's get into it, because we've been talking long enough, and I know y'all sitting back like, baby, wait, what ways can you do that? Let's get into it. First, let me pull my list up, because I got it right here saved on the phone. I didn't want to risk throwing that away while I was cleaning up. First one. This is the easiest one, and I don't want you to hold this to anyone, but the first way to do it is jump cuts. Jump cuts is the easiest way to do something behind the scenes or hide something that you did without anyone noticing it. And the problem is, jump cuts usually are very necessary in makeup tutorials. If, like when I showed you all in a recent video for the Makeup by Mario foundation, I believe this was my previous tutorial, the tutorial was about a half an hour long. And during that, most of the video was jump cuts. I started off doing things like my eyeshadow. So I would say, oh, we're gonna use this primer. And when I jump cut, the primer was on. I would say, then we're gonna use this shadow, jump cut, and it was on. Same thing with everything. The one place where I chose not to do jump cuts was applying the foundation, because if you go across my tutorials, I usually do not jump cut in the area where that is the product of the video. Because you came to see this foundation, I felt as if you did not need to sit back and watch me contour my face or put on blush and things, because that's not the focus. You want to see foundation. So when I did that, you all saw, even when I pumped it on my hand, I pulled my hand up in camera, put the pumps down, applied it to the face, and when I was blending it out with my brush, you all sat there and watched me blend the entire face out, both sides, get the neck, everything, and then come closer and show you all what that looks like before I went to the next step, because you are here to see the foundation. You need to know what it blends like, what it looks like against my complexion. And if I'm jumping through all of that, the only thing you have to take for it is my word. Now, do I believe I'm honest? Do I believe my word sticks by my subscribers? According to them in the comments, yes, people do trust me. But it makes it a lot easier to take someone's word when they have a history of being honest and has a history of showing receipts. And instead of just saying, oh, this blends out good, if you can see it without any jump cuts, anything going on, it makes it a lot easier to believe what I'm saying is going on with what I'm doing. So the easiest way, I believe, to get away with lying to your subscribers, if you wanted to, is jump cuts. But once again, we all do them because it makes the video go by faster, and nobody truly usually wants to sit back and watch you do every single detailed step of your routine, especially if you do something on one side in view and then on the other side, you skip through it really fast just so you can get it done. So we're gonna put this to the side because that was the first one. The second easiest way to lie to your subscribers, if you wanted to, is exaggeration. Baby, I am so tired of watching tutorials. A lot of times I subscribe from a lot of people because it felt more like I was watching a cartoon animation over an actual person giving me a tutorial. The one word I think that comes to mind when I say people exaggerate is the word obsessed. It's gotten to a point where a lot of people truly don't even like hearing that word when it comes to makeup because people take it too far. Oh my God, I am totally obsessed with this new lip gloss. I blah, blah, blah. I wear it every day. I blah, blah. And it's like, I see you like it, I get it, but sis, do you really have to be that animated and that over the top over it? One of the ways that I can remember that is over the past few videos, I know especially with my Blend Bunny tutorials, I showed you all that around Christmas, I got the new Fenty, what was this? I think it was the Bomb Posse 5.0 for Christmas. Came with 3 different glosses, and you all know, Fenty Beauty makes my favorite glosses. I think technically I have about 30 different shades. I'm not sure. I can leave a picture of that right here. And so to me, if I were to come out and tell you I'm obsessed with it, it's easy to believe because I collect every single cream shade, every single regular shade, but they have a formula called Heat. It's a plumping gloss, and I am afraid of those, or at one point in time I was, so I would never even purchase them. The reason I was able to get this one is because it came in a kit, and I showed you all. I wore one shade first. I knew this cream formula was good. She was neutral, so I kept it moving. Tried this one next. She was beautiful. She was bold. She was sparkly the way I like them. Kept it moving. But then when it came to this Heat version, you all saw it. It took me a minute, and I had to wear her more than once because I kept telling everybody. It's shocking to me how, one, comfortable it is when most times I find them very, very like stinging. It feels like somebody stabbing me in the lip with a needle. The other one was how like beautiful she looked. She was really shining. She was really creamy, and I was like, baby, I know it say it's plumping, but my lips look actually fuller than normal. But the one thing I did not come out and tell you all is like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with this gloss. I got to have it. I need more. I was honest with what I kept saying. She looks fuller than ever before on my lips. My lips look beautiful. It looks shiny, but it's something about the fact that it's still a plumping gloss, and that's something I'm not comfortable with that has me wondering, should I get another one? And I kept telling everybody, I'm going to continue to use this because although it did shock me and I am loving it, it's still not competing with my favorites. So I'm not going to go out and tell everybody, oh, this is my new favorite. You got to go get her. Oh my God, it's the best thing they ever had. She was really nice. She truly did shock me, but there was no point of upselling her because she's still just a gloss. You could still only get her in the kit. So going around telling everybody she's my brand new favorite, all of that, it was not necessary. She was nice, better than expected. Let's leave it at that. So I believe the second best way most people can lie to their subscribers is by exaggerating. Just claiming it's better than what it really is when you think it's just okay, but of course you want those sales, you want that commission, so you're gonna tell everybody it's the best thing since sliced bread, when really it's not. The third, this is a good one. The third way of being able to lie to your subscribers is leaving out bad information that could truly help that subscriber. Now, when you're giving a review, of course, it is your review, your opinion. So you have the right to say what you want and what you don't want to say. If you were to test out an eyeshadow palette and you think it's bad, you can say that. But some people, may just look at it as, well, you know what? I am affiliated with the brand and I do want to make sure that I keep my commissions up and I don't want to get kicked off on that PR list. So what they'll do is just tell you all the good things about it and then just magically forget to mention anything bad. They ain't got nothing bad to say about that product. Personally, would I love to get on the PR list? Yes. Would I love to have affiliate codes and discount codes and get paid, to do ads and stuff like that? Yes. Is any of that worth being dishonest to you all and then now losing the core audience that supports me so I can support another brand? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Right now, I ain't got nothing but my collection and my word, and I plan on holding on to both of them. It would be beautiful if I could work with another brand, make more money, get a larger collection, but as somebody who has over 600 eyeshadow palettes, if I don't receive one from another brand, my collection not hurt. Would it be nice to have your packaging, your new formula? Yeah, but I'm quite sure no matter what comes out into the market, I'll be able to recreate it with the things I have. And knowing that is what keeps me honest, is knowing, Torrence, you can achieve what you want with hard work and honesty. You don't have to sell your morals, your honesty, or anything to get trust from a brand and then lose trust from your audience. And one of the ways I was able to prove that to you all is because the 3 top brands you come to my channel for is Juvia's Place, Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and Adept Cosmetics. Those 3, my views are always through the roof. But even with them being my favorite, even with those being brands that support me like no other, I still am not willing to lie to you all for them. And one of those palettes that I remember being open and honest about was their Minka palette. I have a tutorial up for this. I thought the palette was beautiful, but unfortunately there were 2 shades in that palette that just did not do it for me. And considering it was a neutral palette with a pop of green and a pop of blue, those are the 2 colors that should have caught my attention. Unfortunately, they were the 2 I liked the least. Every neutral in that palette seemed to perform and was more beautiful on the eye for me. And I had to let you all know that. I did not want to say something bad like I don't like 2 shades in this palette, but it was the truth. And considering considering the fact that these palettes are usually about $50, $60, there was no way I could come to you all and say everything in here is beautiful when I don't believe that. So what I did was remix the palette. I redesigned it, took out that blue and green, and popped in 2 neutral shades from Adept that I thought were beautiful. That way, to me, this palette was a little more cohesive. I like every shade in the bundle. I'm still supporting the brand and letting you all know they have other things that I think are better, but I'm still being honest with you all. There was no need to lie and say I don't like 1 or 2 shadows in a palette if that's the truth. And then back in my head was I thinking, ooh, Adept might not like it if you tell everybody you don't like those 2 shades. Yes, but was I going to hold that back? No. The only way you all can improve on the formula is if you know something's wrong with the formula. Everybody else seems to like it, so maybe it's just something wrong with me. That is a possibility. But I was not going to tell anybody, oh yeah, don't do that. So when I wanted a neutral shade, I said, I know who got a neutral bomb with Adept Cosmetics. Heather Austin does. So I took her shade, where was it? Atlas, which was that neutral. And you see that green is sitting in here now. Because I needed her to show you all you can make this better. So it was like, even though I love Adept, even though I love you all and I love this formula, to me, there was no point of hiding the fact that it was a bad shadow in there when I could just be open and honest, get it out the way, and then I don't have to fake and play with that shadow again. I don't like her. I don't want to pick her up again. I'm not going to pick her up again, and you all would know that. So we kept it going. What else do we got on this list, baby? Y'all got to excuse me because this is uncut. Oh, number 4. Just because I already brought this out. The easiest way to lie to your subscribers, number 4 is cosigners. Now, I know cosigners isn't necessarily a term used in makeup, but as someone who recently helped a friend go get a new car, I didn't cosign for him, but I was there during the process. A cosigner is basically, let's say you go out, you sign up for a new car, and your credit or your income just isn't quite where the loan company think it should be. You can get someone else to help cosign on that lease, saying that, you know, I agree, I believe this person is financially stable, they will make their payments and things like that. But if for some reason they can't, I'll be the one to step in and help take care of things. And I feel a lot of that goes on in the makeup community. We've all seen a product drop and all the big beauty gurus, oh my God, I love it, it's fabulous, it's this. And you sitting back like, I'm not sure, it didn't look that good in the video and blah, blah, blah. But then you turn around and see this influencer say it's good. Then you turn around and see this influencer say it's good. Then you see them hanging out a party together and they holding it up and they, look at how much we love this product. And it's like, well, maybe they do like it. If everybody's talking about how hot it is, I would like it too. And one of those reasons that I believe that goes on is because it makes it easier to believe what's going on if we both say we like it. One of the things that I absolutely, I'm mixing up my words, Torrence, let's keep it moving. Okay, for cosigners, this palette here, the Blend Bunnies Blends palette. This is probably one of their most recommended palettes in the world. And you know what? I picked her up because it's an artist, her name is Taija. Oh my God, absolutely fabulous. She's beautiful, she's talented. I'll make sure I leave her information in the description bar. She recommended this palette. And as you can see, I've never used her. The brand said it was good, so I'm like, okay, but you're the brand, you're selling stuff. Of course you're gonna say it's good. But when Taj said it was good and she co-signed on it, that's all I needed to hear. She said it's good and I trust her. So if she say y'all good, I'ma just go ahead and take her word for it until y'all show me differently. I have every palette they've ever released and still haven't tested this one out because whenever I usually go for a colorful palette, my favorite is the Grande Pro 3 by Viseart. The thing is, this is discontinued, but because I already have her, I love her, and I use her all the time, I still have not tested this out, but bought it because it was co-signed by somebody I trust. So if I were to come to you all and say, oh yeah, baby, go pick up this palette, y'all probably wouldn't know, like, okay, who is Torrence? That price is high. Why would I pick that up? But imagine if right behind I do it, Alyssa Ashley come in and say, go buy it. Then right behind that, Jackie Ina come in and say, go buy it. Then right behind that, Nikki Tutorials come in and say, go buy it. Now y'all looking at it like, wait, Torrence was the first one to tell me it's good. But now that I've heard other people who got a little more time in the industry, a little more subscribers behind them, you know what? I might be able to go ahead and pick that up because it's sounding like I can trust you now. And unfortunately, you get a lot of that. You notice everybody in the beauty space has somebody that they call a bestie, somebody they work with all the time, somebody they do videos and stuff with, and friendships are built. We supposed to do things like that, but it makes it a lot harder to trust somebody when you know every time they post something, their favorite co-signer is sitting right there saying, oh yeah, you did that, yeah baby, that's good, blah, blah, blah. It makes you wonder, are you just sucking up to them so that they can push their products in their channel and they're, posting things? Or are you really being honest and you have the same opinion? And with co-signers, you're never gonna know. But the next one, what's this? Number 5. The one that I hate the most, filters. Filters are gonna be, I was about to say the death of the beauty community, but you know what? Unfortunately, it seems like filters help boost your page. Every time somebody asks me, why don't I use filters? I tell them, it's because it does not give you a realistic view of what to expect when you use the product. On Instagram, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to post a clip of the video right here because I tried to download it before we got started, but I'll make sure I leave it tagged down here. When I was using the Tropical Color palette with Sydney Grace and the Fancy Face, I stopped because I was in the middle of baking and literally had powder caked underneath my eyes on my highlighted areas. And I took my camera out and recorded a video showing everybody, this is why I don't like to post with filters, because it doesn't let you see what's going on. My skin looks smooth, it looks beautiful. And then I brought the camera really close, really fast so that the filter would glitch. And instantly when it glitched, you saw just how heavy, how cakey that makeup looked because I was still in the process of baking. But with that filter, you would have never known that. And I truly believe when I watch over 95% of tutorials on TikTok, on Instagram, or Facebook, or anything like that, it's always some kind of filter there. Now, does that mean that the makeup isn't beautiful behind it? No. But if I have textured skin or dry skin, I have a 5 o'clock shadow, I need to know if that creates texture there. If you're wearing a filter, I'm never gonna see any. I have oily, acne-prone skin, so I need to know, is that foundation or powder accentuating pores? Because your filter's never gonna show me that. And if you're someone who doesn't come out and do what was that, number 3, and you're leaving out bad info and not telling me that, all I have to go off of is you holding this filter up to my face, holding this filter up to your face, posting, recording it, and showing it, and it's like, she looked beautiful, I see no flaws, I see nothing wrong, she's smiling and having a good time, why don't I go get that product so I can have that same experience? Not understanding, with filters, they so good nowadays, you can create features that ain't there. They have filters nowadays where you can have a bare face and hold that phone up, and next thing you know, you have a full face of makeup. And so anytime I post a video online with filters, you all always see. I usually have the word sneak peek on there, so that way it just lets you get an idea of what type of video is coming, but you still have to watch the actual video to get a look of what's going on. Because like right now, no filters, no nothing. This is recorded in 4K because I want you all to get a realistic view and opinion of what's going on. And unfortunately with filters, that may never happen. And it, truth be told, in that Mikayla video, if you look, she's wearing a filter the entire time. Even when she's trying to show you that mascara, there is some type of filter or editing or softening effect going on. So even without what we think may have been those strips or those individuals or whatever it is, there was still no true way of knowing how good that mascara is because I can't see your true lashes. So I don't like filters. Anytime I use them, I usually try to post them with like some type of music or something going on in the background. I also usually try, like when I showed you all this foundation that I was wearing, I was on sneak peek. This video has been recorded, and I usually try to get it close to the face like this so that the filter can glitch. You all can see that. And usually I post that in the stories so that it also deletes within 24 hours because I don't need people to be reminded of coming back to see that. Usually it's just a way of getting you all to know the video is done, it's about to be edited. But when I post my cover art, my videos and tutorials and things like that, they are never filtered or anything because I want you all to see what's really going on. And the worst thing, number 6, the absolute biggest, worst lie you can tell, but probably one of the easiest ones to get away with and not have to share that info with nobody, straight up product swapping. I can't tell you how easy it would be to swap a product out and nobody know that that's what you're doing. Let's say like right now, you all know recently you all have been asking for more foundation reviews. I said I was going to get one going, and today I'm going to test her out for the first time, the new Juvia's Place powder foundation. Now, I already posted the Radiant foundation and I thought she was fabulous. I'll see if I can leave that video linked up here. And she was gorgeous. The thing is, a liquid foundation and a powder foundation is 2 different types. And I did swirl this one time so you all can see that there. So there is a swatch mark right there because I ordered 2 shades to see it. But let's say for some reason I was testing this out, I'm getting it going, I got my brush and we just tap, 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 we going, and I realized, oh my goodness, this looks like trash. It's accentuating pores, it looked dry, blah, blah, blah. But Juvia's Place called me and said, you know what, post a positive review. This ain't really happened, I'm just, giving y'all a scenario. We'll give you $150,000 if you post a positive review and you get 100,000 views. Do you know how easy it would be to sit here and do this and be like, yeah, we're going to get this. Let me put this down so I can make sure I come closer and be sitting there, pat, 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 blend, 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 pat, pat, pat. Okay, you all, and now you all see how flawless this is, blah, 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 blah. But what y'all wouldn't see is that I got the Fenty powder sitting right here on the table. I already have a review for this. I wear the shade 345, but do you know how easy it would be to be sitting here showing y'all what I want to use is this product, but behind the scenes, I'm sitting here dipping my brush right here into this. Like, oh my God, this Juvia's Place foundation is gorgeous. Look at the way she's smooth. You can do that with almost any product. Powder foundations is easy to do that with. Eyeshadow palettes are easy to do it because it's nothing to say, oh, you all, and today we're going to do a nice red look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my crease with this really deep red shade here, and then we're going to blend that out. And then behind the scenes, what I'm really doing is picking up my blends palette and dipping into this red shade and applying that to the eyes. Because you all can't see what's going on right here, you have no clue what's going on. So if somebody wanted to take and say they're using one product but truly using something else, who knows? How you gonna tell? Like, let's be serious. If I truly wanted to say I was using one foundation but used another one, nobody would know. And to me, that's why I personally think that is the biggest and easiest lie that you can tell. But I would like for you all to truly try to remember that one, most of us out here are being honest. We're hardworking. We truly just want to show off our talent, show off our collection, and gain a sense of community because more than likely, we all remember a time when we first started, we weren't the best, and we were all looking for help. I learned how to do makeup by watching YouTubers, so I have a very huge amount of respect and love for beauty content creators, especially YouTubers. Although I don't mind anybody, whether you're from Instagram, TikTok, it's just YouTube has a certain place in my heart for me. And because my camera is about to shut off, we don't want this video to end without getting we don't want this video to end without getting our exit. So please leave me a comment down below letting me know which one of these you think is the most deceitful and the easiest one to get away with. But I want to make sure I get a video recorded for tomorrow. So tomorrow, make sure you all stay tuned for the Juvia's Place Blush Rose Palette. But with nothing else, I hope you all remember to practice, continue to stay blessed, and until next time, goodbye, YouTube.